function f has domain x is minus 2 to 6. It's linear from minus 2, 10 to 2, 0. Yeah, we can see it's linear between those 2 points. And it's also linear from 2, 0 to 6, 4. So we can see it's linear there as well. So this is a piecewise function where this equation is going to be different to this equation. Part A says write down the range of f. So range is the y values. I can see the smallest y value is at this point here, which is 0. The biggest y value on this graph with this domain I can see is 10. So the y values are always between 0 and 10. So therefore I can say that my range f of x is greater than or equal to 0. It can equal 0 because x can equal 2. And less than or equal to 10. It could be equal to 10 here because it can be equal to minus 2. Right, part B says to find f of 0. So we want to substitute 0 into f, get our answer, and then we will substitute that into f again. So f of 0, let's work that out first. What do we get when we substitute 0 into our function? Well, here x is 0, so what's this here? Now, you might be able to work that out just by looking at it. I'm going to do it by doing some coordinate geometry instead, just to be absolutely clear. So, let's work out the equation of this line, and then I'll know what the y-intercept is. So this line goes from the point minus 2, 10 down to the point 2, 0. So its gradient then, the change in y is minus 10, the change in the x is 4. So we get minus 5 over 2. Y equals m x plus c. Substitute either of your coordinates in here. I think this one's going to be easier to substitute in. Y is 0 when x is 2. Minus 5 over 2 times 2 is minus 5. So c is 5. So the equation of this line is 5 over 2x plus 5. Which means that when I substitute 0 into f, so when I substitute 0 in, I get 5. So f of 0 is 5. F of 0 is 5. Right, I now want to substitute 5 into my f function. Now x is 5 is roughly here, so I want to substitute 5 in and work out what's my y value there. This is going to have a different equation to what I had before. In fact, let me do this in red to make it completely distinct from this equation for this part of the line. So let's work out the equation of that red part of this graph. So gradient, this is the coordinate 6, 4 here. We were told that in the question. So the change in the y, 4 minus 0, divided by the change in the x, 6 minus 2. So the gradient is 1. So y equals 1x plus c. Substitute the coordinate in. So when y is 4, x is 6. So subtracting the 6 from both sides, c is 2, and minus 2. So the equation of the red line then is y equals x minus 2. And therefore, when I substitute 5 into my function, I get 5 minus 2, which is 3. Therefore, f of 5 is 3, and therefore f of 0 is 3.